Good morning. So another day. We got all the cladding finished and all the floor on. So now it's time for the bed frame in the kitchen unit. So here are the kitchen units. So I got them all from B&Q. It's not actually a floor unit. It is a wall unit. So the reason I got a wall unit is because it's not as deep as a floor unit. And it's also not as tall. So it's 32 deep and it's 72 high, which I don't know, is sort of just below hip height for me, so that will be perfect. Right, so you can sort of see here, I got a corner wall unit and I also got a single wall unit. The reason being is because I want one side to be a little bit longer, so I thought I'll just get a single and put them together and no one will ever know. This one, I think it's 60 something here and 60 something here, and I didn't want a gap between the bed and the kitchen, so I just bought a single one to put next to it, and I can use that as like a bedside table and some more storage. Altogether I think it was £189 from B&Q. And I just got the matte white one because I don't like anything too shiny or fancy. And yeah, it's just flat pack, so we'll pop it up. We're not sure how to stick it to the floor yet. Not stick it, but screw it to the floor yet. But I'll let my dad be the brains behind that. I am obsessed with these gold door handles. It's literally going to be my kitchen of dreams. So yeah, I got 4 of them. There's 3 doors, but then I'm going to use one of these for the drawer that comes out under the bed. Let me just put these somewhere. Corner unit divider, doors, and for a worktop, a friend of mine gave me a solid oak worktop. It's a bit bent, like it's arched like this. I'll show you. I'll probably put a clip in next. So we're going to try and straighten it out, cut it to the right size, and then hopefully that will be fine. But yeah, this is what I got. So you'll see that later. We're going to build up the flat pack corner cabinet unit for the kitchen. What we've done now then is we built up the other single unit, then we screwed the 2 units together, and then added a panel onto the back Don't know if you can see the screws. Oh, there. So we just measured this width and then got the correct screw for it and screwed all the way along the back, and then put some in around the front as well, just underneath the shelf, so it was hidden out my back. So the next thing that we have to do is to create the base, which is going to get screwed to the bottom of this and then screwed on to the base of the van. We've just found this bit of wood. Well, actually, when we cut it, it's no good because it's hollow. We thought it was solid, so we found this bit of wood, which is just a solid bit of chipboard, I think. We're going to cut it to size, leave a little edge here just for an upstand for the back, just again to support and make it nice and sturdy, but it's going to be set back. So basically what that's going to do is it's going to just raise the cabinet up and stop the cupboard doors from catching and things. So yeah, that's the next job. We're just cutting this to size, screwing it on the bottom, flipping the whole thing upside down, and then we will cut the bits to measure for the upstand, and then it's the worktop. So right, so the kitchen unit's in, it's all screwed into place, into the floorboards. Yeah, screwed into the floorboards, it's nice and secure. So now me and my dad have cut the worktop to size. It was bowed a bit, but we put some grooves in, as you can see. Put some grooves in here just to let it be able to straighten out and stuff. So yeah, so now it just all needs sanding down, so it's all a nice colour. Keeps falling down. Will do. That's it basically. Just that. So I feel like today we've come on so far. So as you can see behind me, I've sanded it all off and put it into place. It's not screwed in yet, but yeah, you can sort of see how it's gonna look. Hasn't got the doors on and the shelves in either, but I'm in love. I think it's so beautiful. It's oak, and it did have a bow in it, so we put these slits in just to sort of flatten it down. You can sort of see it's rise still, but once we get the screws in, it'll pull it down and it will be lovely. And I just can't wait for it all to be done now. I can't wait to get these little bad boys on. I think they're just gonna look sick. Bed frames in, Miley's bed's in. So very successful day, and tomorrow, what we'll be doing tomorrow, probably the doors, the worktop, maybe a little bit of painting, like just little bits like this. Upstand needs painting. I'm probably going to paint underneath the beds as well. And yeah, that's it. Another day, another beautiful day on the van renovation. So, yesterday sanded all of this. This hasn't been sanded because this is just a scrap bit. Yeah, me and my dad cut the worktop yesterday and I sanded it all down. It still needs oiling and also it needs screwing down, so we're going to be doing that today. So, today we are going to screw that down, put the doors and the door handles on, put the shelves in, and then create like a backsplash with the leftover wood that we have, which will just sit down there. It'll probably be higher. I don't know how high yet. And that's what we're doing today.
You won't see that when it's in the car.
It'd be different if I did it.
No chance, I didn't do that. You sanded the top.
Nah, you did that.
You sanded the top. I didn't sand it, I didn't sand the top.
You've got big bits where you've missed the oil, you know, on that top there.
I haven't
Get the
touched
sides
that. I
done.
haven't touched that little mini thing.
It's a lie.
So you can't
It was
blame-
out yesterday.
No,
Out yesterday, honestly.
it wasn't. I haven't touched it. It's all you, that. Okay, so that's all screwed on and I'm obsessed with it. Literally love it. I mean, you've got these little lines there, but I don't care because it was free and it's beautiful. And actually the bows come right down. Literally hardly even a gap there. So we have put the doors on. That was pretty easy, literally just slot them in and do the screws. You'll know how to do that yourself. We just have that thing to go on, which is like the corner to hide the gap. What else? Oh yeah, and then the door handles. So that's what we're going to do now. I say we're. That's what my dad's going to do now, because he doesn't trust me with these things and he thinks I'm going to make a tatty job of them. So he's just taken charge. Okay.
Is that on video?
No, I missed it. Do you want to repeat? He won't let me do it. He won't show me how to do it. And then let me do it because I'll f up and then I'll have a hole in my door.
Tape measure.
So, my next little job of the day is the magnetic catches on the doors. So I just bought these from B&M, I think, or the Range. I don't know. No, the Range. I got these from the Range. I'm sure you can get them anywhere though. And they're just magnetic door catchers. You know, so they don't open up when I am driving and things. So I'm just going to fit them. So yeah, it comes like this. 3 screws. The little screw goes into the metal plate, which goes on the door. So the metal plate goes on the door, and then this magnet catch goes just here, nice and flush to the front of the cabinet. So then when it closes, it goes, well, actually I'll just show you here. So I've done this one. There it is in the corner. There's the little magnet plate, and then it just, you can probably hear it. Wait until there's no cars. So it like attaches, whereas this one, so the next little job I'm going to do is put the non-stick stuff on the bottom of the cupboards. And yeah, it's just to hopefully stop everything slipping while I'm driving.